This is my note card, all the way back here, and this is going to be my life as a percussionist. So the start of my percussion career began with me actually not wanting to do percussion at all. I had originally wanted to do guitar as a little kid, and joining my elementary school's band, there was no guitar, so my teacher gave me a list of instruments to pick from, and basically how it all got started is I picked drums because it seemed like the easiest out of the bunch. When I started the band, I quickly learned that it was a lot, and I had to juggle through a bunch of instruments such as snare drum, bass drum, multiple cymbals, cowbells, and even the drum set all at once. I was very scared at first, but with the guidance of my music teacher, I was able to get the basics down pretty quickly. During those 2 years, I didn't perform too many difficult pieces, but getting the bare basics was all I needed at the time. Going on to middle school, it was a huge life change for me because I had moved from New York to Florida and I wasn't really sure of what to do going forward. But meeting my fellow percussionists at the time convinced me to go forward with my career as a musician, and they have eventually become my lifelong friends ever since. Eventually, as time went on, I learned that there was a huge learning gap between what I was and what I needed to be. So, in due time, I decided to take lessons, and I only have my instructor to thank at the time for where I've gotten to now. With his help, I learned how to fluently play drum set for my school's jazz band, as well as perform difficult pieces for my higher school's symphonic band, as well as rewrite a snare drum piece for one of our performances. Going into high school, it was very, very difficult at first because I learned that there was a huge gap between my skills and my fellow percussionist skills who were higher level than me. It was a lot to take in, and I didn't really know where to go forward. Eventually, my sophomore year of high school, I had joined my school's marching band, and for the first 2 years, I did auxiliary and mallets. So I learned how to do a little bit of everything as well as mallets at the time, and that was very much needed for me going forward. And then my senior year, I moved to drumline to learn how to play marching bass drum as well as learn marching snare drum from some of my friends. At the end of it all, I became a pretty well-rounded percussionist and was respected by my friends as one of the best in my high school at the time. Looking back at it now, after everything is settled and done with me being in band, it has been a long and really hard journey for me. Going forward, I would love to do marching band covers and drum set covers to keep me engaged and fully focused in my percussionist skills. Over the past 8 years, I've put a lot of hard work and dedication into what I love to do, and going forward, I can't wait to see where my skills take me. And that is about 3 minutes and 16 seconds.